Hello everyone, my name's Kane and welcome back to more Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky at the third. I about said SC. Last time we completed chapter 2 and got another party member in the form of Chloe and Joshua. Both. So, yeah. This time, we can now go on to the next chapter, but there is something else we can do. Bring to me the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with an indomitable will. Only then shall the door open. We can check what this is. We should probably save here, just in case. Alright. The boy with eyes of amber and the princess with an indomitable will. Only then shall the door open. Open up. So, Chloe and Joshua. Star Chamber. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. Alright, jump in. Breaking news. Liberal News Special Issue. The Flying City falls, Liberal is safe once more. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from crisis. Enigmatic object gone in a flash. This mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valeria Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing loudly in a giant mound of rubble into the lake. Many of our readers may have witnessed the moment for themselves, but it seems that it was visible not only from Liberl, but from the southern edge of the Empire and from Calvert as well. A small minority argued that the structure may have been a new weapon belonging to the Royal Army, but this turn of events seems to conclusively rule out that possibility. The collapse of the Liber Arc also caused a 2-arch-high tsunami around the edges of the lake, but so far there have been no reports of serious injuries, fatalities, or missing persons as a result of this. The worst that seems to have been reported is the number of unfortunate fishermen who were unable to escape in time getting covered in water. What was the Liber Arc? According to an investigation by the Royal Guard and Bracer Guild, it was a flying city from ancient Zemurian times. How exactly it came to be above Valeria Lake to begin with, or what caused it to collapse, remains to be confirmed, but it appears to be without a doubt that the international crime syndicate known as the Society was somehow involved. While this is yet to be officially confirmed, reports suggest that an investigation team in the city encountered a group of Crimson soldiers there, supporting the above theory. This place is just one mystery after another, but we can't let those guys get away with any more than they already have, said a member of the team. Furthermore, Zeiss Central Factory and the Royal Army are planning to continue investigating the Liber Arc, and to this end will be launching a combined salvage operation, rejoicing citizens. Recovering from the shutdown, around the time of the Liber Arc's collapse, the orbital shutdown phenomenon that tormented the whole of the country finally ceased. As a result, many now believe that the city caused the phenomenon, but no conclusive proof of this has been established, and we can only await further research into the issue. Thoughts? The orbital shutdown phenomenon and the chaos that was created as a result have been a sombering reminder of just how dependent all of us are on orbments in our daily lives. Perhaps something similar may never happen again, but this is still a good opportunity to reflect on just how much we owe to orbments, and perhaps to try and reduce our reliance on them. Crown Princess Claudia has been busy. As previously reported, Her Highness Princess Claudia is now the nation's crown princess. As a result, we will be referring to her as such in all publications moving forward. Crown Princess Claudia wasted no time after assuming her position in meeting with Prince Oliver of the Erebonian Empire, and together they reconfirmed our two nations' relationship with one another. After the discussions, they both boarded the RCL together. It's widely expected that this meeting will contribute to ensuring peaceful relations with Erebonia in the future. In addition, the pair plan to both be in attendance at the upcoming banquet to be held at Grancel Castle. We'll bring you all the latest on that in due time. Closing thoughts. As you all know, our homeland of Liberl has fallen victim to a vast number of calamities over the past year. There was the coup d'etat, the bizarre changes at the Tetrasilic Towers, coming under the assault of an ancient dragon, our capital being attacked, and finally the Liber Arc's appearance as already discussed in this very issue. What you may not know, however, is that there is a group of young men and women who are involved in the resolution of all of these crises. Their steel-like will and unyielding determination leading them to their conclusions. If not for them, these crises may not have been resolved or taken a turn for the worse. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them all for all they have done for us. Thank you. You are truly this nation's great hope. Well. Oh, hey, Niall. What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on or I'm gonna leave you behind!
Wait for me.
Falls over. No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet's gonna start without us. We're talking about a big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late isn't an option.
I'm so hungry.
Damn.
I can't walk another step.
I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you?
I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't eaten a thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of lightheaded.
What the hell were you thinking?
Can't move. Carry me.
Hell no. Come on, we're going. There's no way we can miss an occasion like this. There's gonna be an Ios knows how many famous people there. First on the agenda is snapping a photo of Her Majesty and the Crown Princess, and then...
Huh? Actually isn't so bad.
I'm gonna kill you. Hey, Joshua and Stiller here.
At one point, the very capital was placed in grave danger. But thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others, all is well.
All our friends.
This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact, as well as to honor all those who contributed to making it a reality. If you would, Claudia?
Of course.
All those invited to today's party contributed in one way or another to protecting the peace of Liberl by ending the peril we were faced with. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those in need, or working to fight off the threats that instilled fear in the hearts of our people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you all very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you have done, but...
You just made it.
We're finally here. Food. Someone give me food.
What the hell are you doing? Eating can wait. You got pictures to take. Crown Princess Peach might be fishing soon.
Okay.
Bruh.
Well, I do hope you all enjoy your time here all the same.
I'm sure you're all busy men and women burdened by a great many responsibilities and concerns. But today I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. The food on offer here is some of the finest in Liberl, so by all means, partake until you can no more. And may the gods bless this nation.
Chloe really is something else, huh? I'm not sure I could dress super nice and get up in front of a crowd like this and make a big speech the same way she did.
Yeah, she is. She said she wasn't feeling confident about how she'd do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, she's doing just fine.
Seeing her here is making me feel kind of jealous, though. I wish I could pull off fancy dresses the way she does. You got something to say, mister?
Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it always takes me by surprise when you suddenly are.
What do you mean I'm not girly? Sure, lately we've been so busy with helping get Liberl back in shape, so I haven't even had time to go back home. But that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know?
I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much you've grown even in these past few weeks.
I have?
Well, it's been pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you've kept up with ease. And your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Estelle.
I don't know why, but it's weird hearing you pile on the compliments so much. But what can I say? I'm glad things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work front these past few days. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. I think we can finally afford to take another breather.
Yeah.
Oh, look! Look at all that food.
The chefs in the castle supposedly made the entire spread, too.
There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivities, so now's my time to pig out big time. I'm gonna eat until I barf. Stay right here, okay, Joshua? I'm gonna go scope out the goods.
Oh, hi, Tita. She might have grown in some areas, but she still has a way to go in others. Oh, hey, Niall. Dorothy. Hey, look. How you doing, Joshua? Is still not here with you? She just went to get food a second ago, actually. Are you two here for more work then, fun? Bingo! There aren't many occasions where this many famous faces are gathered in one place. There's no way we could pass the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't think you're getting out of here without answering some questions either. We'll get to you two later. So no going home until you've spoken to us, alright? Alright. Great, next up is the Crown Princess. Hop to it, Dorothy.
I can't go on. I need something to eat. Let me have something to eat.
Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take.
Why are you so mean?
She's gonna eat her camera at this rate. Well, he's even more fired up today than usual. Wonder how Stell's doing. Oh dear. Oh god. What happened? So much for scoping out the food. I suppose this is as good a chance as any. I owe lots of the people here on a personal level too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I still have the chance. Oh, we're actually playing during this. I'm gonna check. I have the memory door things as a, as like a thing here. It doesn't say anything about rewards being different if certain things happen, so... Tita, Agate!
So when are you coming?
Hold on, I haven't even...
Oh, Joshua.
Hey man, making rounds? Something like that, yeah. Anything interesting going on with you?
Sora. I could say he was gonna come over for dinner in Zeiss a while back. So I was just asking him when he's free.
Oh right, so he did. when we were getting off the RCO, right? I don't really mean it though. It was just one of those things you say in passing but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming free time, you know, being a bracer's busy work. I'd like to go, sure, but I've got no idea if I'll actually have the time to do it.
I've been looking forward to you coming ever since.
Okay. Let me think. Maybe the end of the month? That should be okay.
So that's what leads into the other door event, where freaking Agate is about to be murdered by Tita's mother.
I think that Friday's free, I think.
Really? Is that a promise?
Yeah, I guess. Hello, Russell.
Oh, Joshua. It's been a long time since I last saw you.
It's good to see you again, Professor. Although, speaking of last time, I heard there's a plan in motion to pull the Librock from the lake and investigate it.
You're right. It'll be carried out in conjunction with the Royal Army. That's not to say it'll be easy, of course. Valeria Lake's fairly deep, so we can't start hauling up bits of the sea all willy-nilly. So we're intending to work on making a map of the lake's bottom using sonar first, which is going to take quite some time as it is.
I'm leaving. Oh! Hello, you two! You were able to make it, Richard. Thanks to Brigadier General Bright's generosity, yes. I've received an official pardon from Her Majesty for my actions. Probably for foiling the Society's attack on Grancel, right? That's good news. I'm happy for you. I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I deserve to be pardoned at all. Now that the nation is at peace, I feel this is the time I should be facing up to my crimes, not having them swept under the rug. I can't say I don't understand, but still. Please, Joshua, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intention of refusing Her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I really feel a strong desire to sell things within myself, and I fully intend on following through. That is all. Alright then. Malthea! Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Grancel. It really did help us all.
Oh, please. I only did what I did because it was one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped you, any of you worthless Drex, otherwise.
You wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thanks. Oh, you needn't worry about us. The Academy suffered no major damage as a result of what happened. It was certainly a shock to the students, but they're all back to their usual cheery selves now.
I heard the Academy was actually occupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I first heard the news. It's a pleasure to see you again, Joshua.
You too, Lila. Have you been well?
I have, thank you. Although I wish I could see the scene for the mayor. She collapsed from overworking herself the other day. As such, I had no choice but to force her to take some time off work.
That bad?
I'm afraid so. She was finally able to rest and recover enough to my satisfaction, thankfully, so that she's now returned to her duties. I assure you she's in good hands.
Some party. I don't think you'll find being with a guest list quite like this. I used to be a businessman, so I've been in my fair share of occasions like this, but I've never been to any with this many famous people in attendance.
Joshua, it's been some time since I last saw you.
It has. I didn't know you were here, Mayor Klaus.
The mayors of each of the liberal cities towns were invited, I believe. I'm not sure why I was, as when I didn't do all that much to contribute to anything, but I decided to attend nonetheless.
That's not true at all. I heard the food supplies that were delivered to Bose and Gransel were done so on your orders. That was particularly well received here, and we all know how dire things were at the time. You got as much right to being here, or thanks for your efforts, as anyone else.
It was? Well, that's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know, Joshua. It's finally all over. It just goes to show that if we endure, the gods will eventually extend her hand of salvation to us all. That's reassuring to know.
Or Mr. Murdoch.
Greetings, Joshua. I'd like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did to thwart Ouroboros' schemes and return peace to Libra. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure.
Please, you're exaggerating, sir. We might have been the ones who entered the Librarch, but we wouldn't have had the chance of success if we were on our own. It was only because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others spying on the ground that we were able to succeed.
We could certainly say the same of you, though. Although it is true that none of us could have brought peace about peace alone. Still, I've been wanting the chance to thank you personally for all you did. The faith we had in you to see your work through to the end, it was just what we needed to fight.
Morgan!
Oh, it's you. I've heard you've been lending a hand with the restoration efforts in addition to all you did with the Librarch. You have my thanks.
You're quite welcome, sir. I wasn't expecting him to thank me. I wonder if something happened. What are you two doing back here? You two look comfortable.
Oh, if it isn't Joshua. Care to join us for a few drinks?
Don't be shy now. The night is only just beginning. But I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close.
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, come on, we're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoil sport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate you becoming a senior bracer at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion. Only Estelle's.
Say, Shara, about... well, about Luciola.
Silly Joshua. What are you getting all worried about her for? You really needn't be.
Shara's right.
Especially not now.
We all have our own concerns and worries after all that happened over the past few weeks and months. But this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be making merry and drowning in fine drink. From sunset to sunrise.
Right.
I don't think there's ever a time not for making merry as far as you're concerned. He's got a point, though. Oh, and while I've got the chance to say this to you, you're no more going off on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was about you after you last disappeared. I could barely bring myself to watch her.
I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now.
If you say so.
That docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, alright?
Thank you, Olivier. Olivier, is it okay if you're here in Liberal? I would have thought you'd been needed back in the Empire.
Well, I will go back, eventually. For now, however, I intend to savor the lingering feelings of this whirlwind of a ride. Remaining behind afforded me the chance to attend this wonderful party to boot. As you can see, my fine instincts have yet to fail me.
Feels like no amount of alcohol is enough to get me drunk lately. I don't know what's up with me. On the positive side, though, maybe now I can actually beat Aina in this drinking contest.
Trust her to find a positive in that. I should go see what Tita and Naga have to say again. Not you. Tia took out a small notebook and started scribbling in it.
So what kind of dishes do you like?
Any old set of groceries I can shove down my neck is fine by me.
Nothing special at all.
Well,
I think I better leave them alone for now. I don't want to get in their way. Kevin! Kevin? I wasn't expecting you to still be in Liberal.
Sup? You're invited too, huh? Makes sense. So, having fun? Better be. Take it from me. If you don't make the most of times like these and eat your heart out, you're gonna regret it later.
Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin.
If you hadn't come to Libro when you did,
Don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. You'll have to see all the side effects look about gone too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about owing me or whatever. It's all in the past now.
I'm not sure if I should ask this, but are you...
Joshua? I'm not gonna be in Libro for much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while. But I hope we'll get the chance to see each other again one day.
Yeah, I hope so too. Hey, you're...
It's nice to be able to end a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point that this nation is back at peace again. The trouble regarding the Libro Arc and subsequent restoration efforts have really shown me anew how capable a ruler Queen Alicia is. She's handled all that's happened impeccably. If all of this had happened in the Republic, it wouldn't have been resolved anywhere near smoothly, let me tell you.
You're just dissing your own place? Nice.
Zin!
How's it going, Joshua? Hello, Zin. Thanks again for all the help you've been giving with the restoration efforts. I don't know what we would have done without you. Hey, think nothing of it. It's all part of being a bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a helping hand, though. Gotta pack up and head back home at some point. The political situation isn't exactly stable over there, you see.
Was that why Killicat wasn't able to make it then?
Yeah, the girl receptionists are basically chained to their seats at the moment. Although, to be honest, I can't picture her getting all dressed up and coming to a party like this anyway. Dang.
Damn, this sirloin steak's like a little piece of heaven in my mouth. I sure wish I could take a lifetime supply of it and bring it back home with me.
Do not steal. Hello, you two!
Oh, if it isn't Joshua. I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with Major Vander.
Fortunately, the Libro Arc's collapse caused little direct damage by itself.
That might not have been the case if there had been any ships on the lake at that time, but due in part to the Opal shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterward was quite small too. I'd say we were rather fortunate.
Still and I were able to see as much when we traveled around the lakeshore. A few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it.
Indeed. If anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Libro is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology.
Ordinarily, that is one of our great strengths, but in this case it worked against us. The crisis has now passed, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us that take care of. Libro's abundance of orbital technology ended up working against it this time, regrettably. The crisis is now passed, but that doesn't mean our work is done.
Confusion created on Erebonia's southern edge as a result of the orbital shutdown phenomenon called itself down rather quickly. But over in Erebonia, no more is being reported about the city other than that it was a mysterious floating object. Either the central government is still in confusion and that's why it isn't releasing any information, or...
Sieg! Well, Sieg. It's good to see you. After all he did, I'd say he deserves a good party as much as any human. I want to make sure I get to talk to everyone.
This maid, I need some food. Elle told me not to move my own, so I'm stuck here. I still haven't got any food. Guess I'll just have to fill myself up on liquids instead.
Have I gone to check up here? Ah, hello. Oh, Joshua. Surprised to see you here, Dad. Thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped. Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods need to get the country back in order, making sure every area has all the utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Libro is back to normal too, I fear. Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Libro's smaller villages, so it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the one responsible, though. It should go a long way toward helping people feel at ease. It's times like these when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the army is no different. With Ereboni and Calva's internal political situations of mystery to us, the reorganization of the army has had to be shelved for now, too. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to kick the back in a while. So make sure you make the most of tonight, Joshua. I think you need to kick back a bit more than I do, Dad. Stell's been pretty worried about you, you know. There's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging in there. In fact, I'd say I'm taking it too easy. Don't you worry about me. In fact, I'm taking it easy while passing along the tough jobs to you guys.
Lazy.
Can't go up here. What about further back over here? Alright, the main now we got some of the more interesting situations going on here. What is happening over here?
Hey, Joshua.
Didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then.
Sure was. An invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise when we saw the thing. No way we were turning down some high-class grub, though, so we hurried on over.
That's very like you.
Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks for Majesty pardoning us. We're not free to walk around in the open. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves.
That's not the first time you said that. Something about wanting to start up a courier service, right?
Well, maybe, but that's not the only thing we can try out. Wherever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. That's how we've lived so far. I don't want to change that now.
You're not gonna hear me say no. All the complicated financial stuff goes right over my head, so don't count me on there. That might even be right up Josette's alley.
Still, the best thing about starting up a company is we'd be able to employ all the guys who worked under us while we were still in the Skyband business. I mean, I ain't saying it's gonna be easy. We don't have any funding, and we don't even know if we'll be profitable once we do get things up and running.
Greetings, Joshua. You've done some fine work at these past couple of weeks. The damage reports on the regions of libel you've been providing here have proved invaluable in allocating personnel. I really can't thank you enough. Oh, you needn't thank me. By the way, Kurt, I feel like I need to say something regarding my Bracer badge. As you probably already know, what power I have was given to me by the Society. Before becoming a Bracer, I used to commit many unforgivable acts too. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like me is fit to call himself a Bracer. You know, Joshua, I've always seen power as an imperfect concept, and that's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong? No, I suppose not. Then what difference is there between us? We are both keenly aware of our flaws, and yet we both use what limited power we have to do what we believe to be right. I see no difference. Well, I can't really argue with that logic. I still can't pretend to be completely confident in myself, though. Be that as it may, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You should simply continue striving to overcome it. And while this is but my personal opinion, I'd say you're a model Bracer. Still, I'm feeling keenly these days about just how much I need to improve myself. I'd love to go on some kind of extensive training program, but this hardly seems the time for that. Perhaps I'll bring up the matter with Elnan once things have calmed down a little. It's good to see you again, Elnan. Heard you're here as the Bracer Guild's representative today. Is that true?
Indeed. All the art receptionists are busy, you see. I was the only one able to attend.
That's too bad.
Isn't it, though? It would have been a fine time for us to exchange information. But, oh well. There's always tomorrow, as they say. The receptionists of all the art branches were too busy to come today, I'm afraid. It would have been nice to get together with them at some point and exchange info. But I suppose I will just have to wait for another time.
Wow, I didn't know Josette was from the nobility. I always pictured Erebonian nobles as being really stuffy and scary. But maybe there are a few cute ones mixed in there?
You have not much to say.
After all the work we've been doing lately, it's great to be able to come to a swanky place like this and put our feet up. The food's pretty good too. As well as just how much energy these two have. Are they always like this?
Oh dear.
I swear it's like watching two children squabble. It's great that we're peaceful again and all, but I think these two are taking things a little too easy.
Could you two stop fighting? I hope it doesn't end after talking to these two.
I figured that'd be the case. Looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all. Because I'm in the plenty of high society gatherings wearing poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before. Because I have, for your information. I just don't need to go around trying to convince everyone that I'm not boy, unlike some people I can name. Try saying I look like a boy again, see what happens.
Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences. But we're kind of in a really public, really high-class place, so could you take this fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua. Wow, sorry. Damn.
Damn right, Ken. You're on. You'll just cry when you realize you can't actually beat me, though. Have it your way. How about you and me settle with an armed duel?
Have fun, you two. Oh, just a man. Just the man. Pardon?
Oh? Is this the boy you were speaking of earlier?
That's correct. This is Joshua. I was just telling the ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua.
It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm the resident Erebonian ambassador here in Libral, David Cranog.
It's nice to meet you.
The tale of how you flew on top of that flying city, all while knowing it may be the last thing you did, brought tears to my eyes. How you were able to participate in an operation that may have brought your deaths, casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. I know this. Libral needs more young men and women like you.
Thank you for saying so, sir. Just what has the Duke been telling him?
It should go without saying how touched I am to see such spirit from our youth today. You're truly Libral's greatest treasure.
But all was well that ended well, for by miraculous chance, the two were able to reunite.
Ah, good evening to you. Thank you so much for making the time to attend tonight's banquet.
Oh, not at all. How are you feeling now after having some time to recover, Philip?
I'm feeling quite well. You're too kind. I do believe I may have overexerted myself. That's how things are once you've reached a certain age. I find myself wondering whether I would have been able to do more if I were 30 years younger. But I suppose there's little point in doing so.
Wonder what he looked like 30 years ago. Nope, sorry, Philip. I can't picture it.
The Duke has been a much more positive, forward-thinking man since that day. That fact alone makes all I did feel worthwhile. It feels like a huge weight has been lifted from my shoulders watching him now.
It does seem like the Duke's gone through his own kind of growth, where it's like, he's still kind of stupid and silly, but at the very least, he's not really doing anything. He's at least trying to do the right thing, it feels like. He's not trying to make things intentionally worse or unintentionally worse. It feels like he's genuinely trying to make an effort. And I like that. It's kind of nice growth to see.
Why, hello, Joshua. Tonight's party is hosted by Her Majesty in all her grace, so I do hope you'll enjoy yourself.
Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you for inviting me today.
Oh, not at all. I'm pleased to see you've come. I've been eagerly awaiting the day we can meet again. I hear you and Estelle have been traveling and helping with the restoration efforts.
That's correct. We both wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong.
They are. I have been queen for over 40 years, and the strength of Libral citizens continues to amaze me to this day. There are plenty who would like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or Orbital technology for this tiny's good nature. But we would be nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed us to overcome the recent crisis or the war 10 years ago, and neither was Orbital technology. No, I believe it was the will of its people to live. That's what I believe supports our country, both then and now.
People's will to live.
Indeed. You were gracious enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As its queen, that makes me happier than you can imagine.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Your words mean a lot to me.
If you would, Your Highness, a comment in celebration of the fact that the crisis passed now. Just nothing too formal, right? I prefer something that brings out your bright and cheery nature.
What? You'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see.
Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. Have I missed anybody? It was an honor to be able to put my skills to the test making tonight's dishes. I hope they will be to your satisfaction. Please, have your fill. Yeah, this is one hell of a party. I normally work as a chef over at Singtime Gate, but I was called over here to help. It's a really huge honor to be able to help out on this occasion, and on an occasion this spectacular. I don't ever get an opportunity like this again.
Owning a pie like this makes it feel like peace has finally returned to the castle. It certainly hasn't felt like that in the days leading up to it. We were all busy clearing things up until a few days ago.
Who else am I missing? Wait. Okay, I think that's about everyone now. There are a few people I didn't get to talk to though, so hopefully I can make another round of the party later once they're free.
Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy. We're talking to the military guys next. Get a move on, woman. We haven't got all day.
I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant ball of water.
That's what happens when you drink way too much in a short period of time, you idiot. Never mind that. We got work to do.
Okay,
Well, have fun.
Joshua?
Chloe. Hey, Chloe. Finally got a bit of a break. Must be exhausting having to do one interview after another.
Well, I suppose it is a little. Not too bad, though. I've had to do a lot more of them ever since becoming Crown Princess, so I'm starting to get used to them.
I can believe it. Feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while.
Well, you know.
Probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All I can really do is grin and bear until then, unfortunately.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, too. I swore to myself that I would do all I could to help and protect this country's people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part.
Well, if you say so. You really are strong.
I'm not so sure about that. I still feel as though I'm doubting myself a lot of the time. Like I just have to keep going out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless with every push.
Maybe so. Still doesn't change the fact that you're strong. Not to me, anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met, too.
Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Maybe now would be the best time after all?
Something on your mind, Chloe?
Can I have a little of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you.
Sure. Okay.
This way, then.
Joshua, I feel an ill foreboding. Is this just me, or does she seem kind of bothered by something? Where's it still right now, anyway? Oh, God.
I got stomachs to spare.
Oh, she's picking up her pace. This could be interesting.
Whose side are you on anyway?
I guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty occupied. I should go and see what Chloe wants then. Have I done something to make her angry, though? I don't feel like I have. Or Joshua. Hello. So, Chloe, what was it you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry, alright?
I love you, Joshua.
What? Well... I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but...
Don't worry. I knew exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt like I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it?
How long have you... well, felt that way?
Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you would have... well...
No. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. I'm sorry.
I told you, don't worry. I can't deny there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But even if that were possible, I don't think it would be what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love both you and Estelle. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. It was worth the effort to bring it out too. That's probably the best expression I've seen to date.
You can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that?
Maybe. This feels like the most fun I've had in some time.
Bruh.
So, what's on your mind, Joshua?
What?
I can easily tell you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, or so I like to believe. Besides, I was watching you the whole time I was handling that interview earlier.
Oh. How exactly am I supposed to take that?
Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? Are you planning on doing something all on your own again?
Your instincts are as sharp as ever, alright. It still surprises me from time to time too, but you're definitely up there.
Well, that's just how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you.
It's nothing that major, really. I intend to leave Liberl by the end of the month.
But why? The country is finally at peace now.
That's exactly why I think this is the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country, and the restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time for me to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far, but I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person and not some kind of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing everyone wanted for me. That's been both a good and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human, and that my heart's been aching in a way it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things they've done, but I can't do that anymore.
Oh,
That's why I need to go on this journey around the continent, so I can work towards atoning for all that I've done, so I can start embracing the person I now am, in the truest sense of the word.
I see. But if you do that, that means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while.
Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while. It could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. Well, we know how that ended. Estelle joining.
You still got a lot of growing up to do, young man.
Huh?
If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes most naturally to you. You don't have to write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You owe that much to her if you love her. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious.
You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that kind of thing's part of why I love you too.
Please stop teasing me.
Just remember, he'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although if you ask me, she'll... Joshua, where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at these. They're Josette's goggles. I took them from her as spoils of war.
Dang. Wait. Uh-oh.
I'm glad you're having fun, Estelle.
Make sure you give those back to Josette later, okay?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe? I suppose it's about time I return to the banquet now. You can have Joshua back now, Estelle. Sure.
Hey, Chloe. So, I'm not sure how best to put this either, but... Thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Really, I am.
Oh. You're very welcome. Well then, I wish you both a very pleasant night. The heck? So, Joshua, what did you two, talk about?
Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a bit of much-needed motivation.
Oh, really? That sure clears things up.
It's been 5 years and Estelle has believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too.
No, it doesn't. What motivation?
So, I got something I need to tell you.
I'm all yours. What's up?
Well, you see...
Oh!
Fireworks!
Wow, fireworks. They're so pretty. There's so many of them, too.
Flash, boom, bang. You see, Estelle. Side story. The banquet finished. Luxurious lunch. And Mira. My goodness, that about took up half the dang episode. I liked it though. Also, can I note that was a star door? Star doors are supposed to be the short ones. That was a short. What do you mean? Run away. Anyways. So now that we have that, that took so long that I've kind of actually genuinely forgotten what to do. I liked it though. I really like these doors, unironically. These are really good, I think. Boy with Amber Eyes. Already did that. Already did that. Fish. Fist of Steel. Alright, let's go to the sealed area bottom. My goodness, I was not expecting it to take that long. I like it though. Don't get me wrong. I just was not expecting that. Alright. Can we go over here? Nope. Here we go. Well, it should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact spot the device sealed it to seal the Aurora was in the real world.
Device? Are you referring to the first barrier mentioned in that report?
Yeah, the one designed to temporally freeze it in another dimension. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like that even that was enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it.
I see.
We still don't know what happened to the Aurora either. There seems to be many who think that the Liber Arc collapsing means that the Aurora itself is no more, too. Which is possible, I suppose. All we really know is that, judging by how shaken Wiseman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing.
I fear Professor Wiseman may be the only one who knows the truth about exactly what happened. Although I don't have the faintest idea where he could be now or what he's doing there.
Oh, he's dead. The killer is right in front of you.
What? But the report said quite clearly...
No one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. So I think it's fairly safe to say that Wiseman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd be openly reveling every second of this. You all know that what kind of guy he is. That's true.
He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose.
We still got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though. So we best be careful. Right, Rise?
I suppose so.
Rise knows the truth. Alright. We're back in weird time, or weird dimension.
Where are we now?
Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the looks of it.
Kevin, over there.
Golden and Silver Roads. I see. We're gonna have to go down both roads. Or maybe it'll only force us to go down one. I hope we can go through both. Golden Silver Gate. Well, this is foreboding. Again. You.
Oh, the ghost we saw in Grancel. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Before you stands the entrances, the twin corridors. See through them both, in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware, once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. Oh!
Well, that's one question answered. That voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she anyway?
Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward.
And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're gonna have to split up, though. We're more like Rise and I have to each take a door at the same time while you guys tag along with whoever.
That's how I took it too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance.
They sure are making it easy for us, huh? That means we're gonna need to split split us up too, so that you guys don't go in alone. It's still not the most ideal situation when there are only 4 of us and things are so dangerous, but it's what we have to do.
Why not ask the rest back at the garden to help us? That way we could form 2 groups of 4, and that should hopefully be good enough for the any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I need to be the ones who step through the gates.
Sure, but that's all she specified. That you and me need to go through different ones. She didn't say anything about what these guys have to do. Plus, there's no telling what's waiting for us on the other side. We could use her help.
Alright then. Thank you.
No problem. So, what should we do? Should we call everyone here right away? Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep for heading out. Especially since I've got a hunch that once we go in those gates, there's no going back. So instead of calling them here, let's go back to them. Then we'll all come here once we feel up to the challenge.
The third plane. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties, with Kevin and Rise as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you will not be able to return to the garden until it is complete. Begin exploring, inspect the monument at the start of the third plane, and choose Explore Third Plane. Well, as for boating in half, silver and gold roads. Well, we first need to prepare then. First of all, what new quartz can we get, if any? We can get some level 3s now. EP Cut 3, in fact, is a good one. Make Eagle Eye. Oh boy, it's gonna be hard to make so many, oh gosh, there's too many party members now. Stop. Oh gosh, too many items. But we need everything. We need 1 bow. We need 1 sword. We need 1 double swords. We need 1 gun. We need 2 rapiers. We need 1 heavy sword. We need 1 big gun. We need 8 of these suits! Jeez of Pete, we need to go back. Hold on. This is bad. Back to the Hermit Garden. Oh, this is not good. Oh dear. Alright, first off, equip everybody with upgrades. Solstice Bow. Holy Choir. Damascus Sword. Shadow Stitchers. Stun UGO1. Dual Juggernaut. Damascus Sword. Rustic Sword. Okie dokie. And then next we need to sell every weapon we've got to get as much money as possible. Do I need to sell every sword? You know what? Let me look at something. I'm gonna look at this. 'Cause I want to see, like, is there anything here that requires a specific weapon or item? Okay. I'm okay to sell items, apparently. Okay, it should be fine to sell items. Sell every single weapon. Because we need as much as we can get it right now. Do I have like an excess of any item that like sells for a lot? That's ideally not... No, don't sell those. I got a lot of Sepith. Probably shouldn't do this. but I'm doing it anyways. I want all the defense in the world. Oh gosh, this is gonna be impossible. I want the defense. Please. It'd probably be best to just start with getting the boots don't even increase all that much, but how many people do I have? Hang on. 8 people. Oh jeez, oh Pete. We're gonna need a lot more cash. Alright, fine. You want me to have a lot more cash? I'll make sure I have a lot more cash. I'm not going in without upgrades. Am I being ridiculous? Probably, but I do not care. We are playing it safe. We need 8 of these. Alright, now start equipping everybody with one. You. 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 Okay, that should be good. Now, we'll get a little extra cash from selling all these. Whoopsie. Now, how much money do I have? Not that bun. Now, how much money do I have? Is that enough for 8 pairs of shoes? It surprisingly is. I don't know how. I'm actually really surprised by that development. Alright, everyone gets new shoes. You get shoes. You. 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 And you. Okay. I think that satisfies me in that regard. Now for ornament fixing up. AP cut goes to you. That gives us Lacrest. EP move, no. Evade, no. Hit, no. What about cast? No. EP cut 2. EP cut, no. Attack 2. No. Shield HP 2. Bro, the game really is expecting a lot from me right now. Hopefully it won't be too difficult a chapter. Because if it is, well... hang on a second. Let's see here. I think we're safe to go now. As safe as it's going to be. I could buy more stuff, technically. Everyone's sitting here. I think it's just going to be best if we head on over. Alright. I mean, I assume that we'll probably be able to explore the area more in depth after we beat it. Let me make sure we save one more time. In fact, we'll save it in a different slot here, just in case. Explore. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties, with Kevin and Rise as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed on one of these teams, of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you will not be able to return to the garden until it is complete. Start. So for party 1, let's go with Joshua. Joshua, Josette, and Julia. You know what? No. Vander. For team 2, we'll do Tita, Chloe, and Schwartz. I think I can make this work. Yeah. Chloe being on the art team means we have at least an option for healing. So... yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Understood.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
It's reacting to us.
Opening the golden door. Opening the silver door.
Well, and all that's left is to head through the doors and see what awaits us. Ready to go, Rise?
ma'am. Kevin.
What's up? I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to kill up against.
Not a chance. It's nothing. Let's just get this over with.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys on your side. Till then, take care.
There's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil, too. Let's stay on guard and proceed cautiously.
Right. Here we go. Whoa. Whoa. The door is closed. We can't leave until we beat it then. Fare thee well. Which route to do first? Kevin or Rise? You know what? Let's do Rise's first. You know what? No. Yeah, let's do Kevin's first. Weep. Well, this is pretty. The Golden Road. We got company.
Here we go again.
What the?
What are we dealing with? Rats? What are these? Hammered dwarfs? I don't have information. Whoops. Let's see. Houndgale. Ah, oh gosh, Morph. You're kidding me. Stop me! Yoink. Dang it. So they can inflict that status. One down. Stop hurting him. Okay, you just really want to focus on, don't ya? What the heck was that? Back up and at him. Why did you just focus on him?
That was the sword of Vander.
Ugh, that takes care of them. Just what were they?
They weren't ordinary monsters anyway. Remind me of the prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. Perhaps that's what they actually were?
It's possible. First skeletons and armor knight, then ghosts, and now gremlins. This place sure is all about the folklore. Not the pleasant kind at that.
Now I kind of wish I could go back and swap orbments, or at least notify myself that, hey, remember... Oh gosh, I just realized he's almost dead. Please heal. I have so many of these. I only got all these because when I was fighting the ghost for Sepith, I kept getting so many. Wind fairies. So this is like, okay, interesting. So I was right before, I think. Every area seems to have a theme to it, in a way. I don't know why, but they do.
Let's end this.
Moral punishment. That'll do. Gun.
Pansies.
Very nice. Clawries.
Let's end this.
Moral punishment.
Ow. Level ups. Gummy eyeball. Zero bomb. This just appreciates your concern, but it's doing okay. Well, good. I'm glad. Alright, let's try the art path. Hello. Is that a meditating monarch? Yeah, this is definitely an interesting dungeon, that's for sure.
Let's end this.
Well, that works.
That was the sword of
That technically works. Hi, Golem. Ghastly Jin. Bruh. Use Earth. Poison. Oh, we don't get to kill him yet. Hello. Stew Supreme. All good. Just keep beating him.
that was the sword.
Lola for Joshua. So far, this place is pretty straightforward, all things considered. Yoink. Tear bomb.
Let's end this.
More. Hello there.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Nice. What's here? Sting edges. No, we aren't. That place is mine, and I can do whatever I want with it. And what I want to do is wash my hands of the thing for good. He swallowed another healthy chunk of lamb, then clank, went for his knife. I'm glad I brought Joshua over here on this side. Let's go this way. Emmer Spiritus. And I say we keep it, she said, her stiff tone implying that any other plans he dared to present would be, to be put it delicately, stupid. Think of all the history you're abandoning. 50 years! Bunch of Sepith. Did you know, Hall from Gambler Jack's name was originally translated accurately as Haru, but it turns out the official Japanese spelling wasn't that, but Hale. This was revealed in Gambler Jack's sequel. Stinger M. Please do not take without permission. Thank you. Well, that's too late for that. Actually, mute. I only have a lot of accessories, I notice. Easy fight. Gun.
There is nothing my sword.
Level up. Just keep her going.
Let's end this.
More.
death. Easy.
That was the sword of Vecna.
We're getting a lot of Sepith now, thankfully. I think the game realizes that, like, if you're gonna have this many party members, you're gonna need a lot more Sepith to work with, aren't you? Thankfully, the game seems to be noticing that. If I had to work with as little Sepith as I thought I would be, I've been sad. Nothing to worry about. A bunch of wind. Hello. Bruh. Go for it. Bro, you missed one. This was your chance to get revenge for all the pain earlier. I wonder if this means we're gonna get 2 party members, considering that there's gonna be, you know, the fact that we're going down 2 different paths. Maybe. I wouldn't say it's impossible. Ugh. Moral punishment. See ya. Just it.
Told you I could handle this.
Swing. Aha. Bring to me the man who talks with his fist. Only then shall the door open. Well, that has to be, that can only really be, Zin again. That's another door for Zin. That'll do.
There is nothing my sword cannot.
Down this way. Bunch of Sepith. Looking into the void inside the empty chest, you start questioning the nature of life itself. 1000 Mira. Congratulations, it's a girl! And let's save the game. Kumo no Tachi. Could you spare a tear bomb or 2 for these rusty hinges?
No. It's mine. Mine, oh mine.
White Bracelet Plus. You open the lid, a piercing scream fills the air. You quickly shut the lid and walk away. Prevents blind, but -1 movement. Prevents blind. Actually, no, because it gives ATS. Technically speaking, it would be best on Kevin. I'll hold on to it. I already opened that. Whee! This area is quite big. Hello. Try and get as many fights as we can so I can get as much experience as I can. I need to switch out Joshua's position here. So he always starts so far away.
That was the
He shouldn't be starting so far away, I don't think. Joshua, you need to be up front. In fact, we'll separate. And then you can be back here. That'll do. Woo. There we go, that's much better. My controller just disconnected. That's much better. That's what I want.
nothing my sword can.
Level ups. On the bright side, this will give a bunch of level ups.
You.
Let's end this.
Come on. Alright, we got it.
Told you I could handle this.
A lot of Sepith. Curiobulm. Lid cracks. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. Hello.
Let's end this.
Just kill all these guys normally.
Take that! Told you I could handle this.
Very nice. Now that I think about it, I just realized. Josette, why am I not giving you this? Can I give you 2 barrels? I can. You know what? Why not? Skull pendant. It's a shining palm! Wait, that's a lie.
Like the promise of more treasure.
Skull pendant prevents death blow, right? I don't like the implications of that existing. Uh-oh. Ion bow.
What? What's this doing here?
Is this...
Something wrong?
Oh no, I was just impressed at how nice this bowgun is. And I'm gonna get some good use out of this baby.
Is this bowgun important? It's pretty powerful. A well-used jet black bow, clearly well maintained. It's very powerful. The son scoffed upon hearing Jubilee's name. His wife always had a habit of biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole, and there was no finer ace against him than their daughter's opinion. It also takes away my control. Fire. I wonder what's up with this bow. Gaia Greaves. Bet you 50 Mira that item is still in your inventory during the final battle. Really? you want to put that bet to the test? I'll sell them. They should have made like an item that could be kept till the end of the game, just to taunt players. Because that would have been hilarious. Actually, hang on. Give those to Josh. They really should have made it something that you could keep to the end of the game and it'd be still
Let's
good.
end this.
Ah. It reduces range. Okay, I was scared for a second there. Holy crap. Die. Die. I'm gonna steal from you. For the love of all that's holy, die! Thank you.
That was the sword of Ben.
Bunch of Sepith. If this empty ships were filled to the brim with food, it still wouldn't be enough to satisfy Rise. Thanks, game. Ooh, I see potential. I see broken potential. I see potential.
All right, what's next?
All good. Got another one of these. Anything new? White bracelet. What about in terms of quartz? I do need to start making more things. Death blows. I'll make as many level 3s as I can.
Okay. Let's try this. HP 2 to HP 3, Mind 2 to Mind 3, Impede to Impede 3, Shield to Shield 3, Action 2 to Action 3, Evade 3. No. I already have Cast 2. Okay, I already have Cast 2 on you. Cast 2. EP3. Attack 3. Shield 2. Action 2. Defense 3. Hit 3. Evade 2. Move 3. Okay, that should suffice for now. What's up, Ed? This seems like a boss room.
Over there.
Could that be the exit, perhaps?
Sure looks that way.
Phew, hope everything's going well for Rise Group. Crap.
There goes my hopes of just walking.
Looks like they're not gonna let us reach it without fight.
Who is it? What is it? What? Rise? No, that ain't Rise. You're kidding me. Oh, I thought she was gonna start bringing out some other variants of... What the heck is this?
Damn it. She being mind control or something?
Nah, this ain't the real Rise, is it? Rise? Spark Mirror. Haunted Mirror. Now I should have the Eagle Eye. Now I really need to have that Eagle Eye thing. Crap. Okay, so use arts and physical on the left, guys.
Let's end this.
Mortal Punishment.
Take that!
He isn't carrying anything. Doing... What to do? Okay. I don't know where to go from here. Okay, that worked. I'm an idiot. I forgot. Heal up those two. Not in front of it!
Come on, let's do it!
Heal.
Take that!
That didn't work. Let's try moving over here. This is a lot tougher than I thought it'd be.
Eat and flail!
Why did I not realize I was blinded? Okay. Alright. Are you kidding me? These things only take damage from arts. It's time to break out everything I've got in terms of arts. Heal. Heal. Just keep blasting it. Ow. Get an EB charge. Alright, it's just this one now. The fake rise. Get everything you got. Laro. What the hell? Doppelrise. It's doppelganger. Shouldn't be that surprising. Don't use Mirage. Okay, this still works. Stand on the guards.
I hold in my
Grail
hand
Spear.
the chalice of the lights act as our shield.
All good?
Take that!
Nope. I thought maybe it'd change between phase shifts. Not too worried about you now.
Take that!
What the? Grimoire.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
It was just a grimoire. There it is. Sealing stone. Oh. Oh. That's one. Found a sealing stone. Door's open. Oh, looks like that's the end of this trial. Sure came as a surprise to find out that Rise was just a fiend in disguise, though.
I couldn't believe it either. I thought she was being mind controlled or something.
I've known it for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be too. The mirrors with it were so deadly too. I think it's safe to say the whole battle was a trap set for us by our enemies. That being the case, I'm concerned for how the other group is faring. We should hurry on ahead. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Let me head back and heal. Fun fight, though. Yep, meanwhile, over here, the Silver Road. Yep. On guard, everyone. Oh boy. We got more demon-like monsters, fiends. Fiends and the Vargams.
Prepare to meet your doom!
I don't have clock down on this side. That may or may not be an issue going forward, but we'll have to figure that one out later. Bruh. A gloomy song. Medusa tusks. A bit worrying on the name. What the? So this side's got the much more difficult route, is what I'm seeing.
What were those things? They look like reavers you find in a fairy tale.
I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a different sense, neither should those fiends. This definitely isn't going to be easy.
Alright. Hero Balm. Give me blood.
No.
My blood. Let's try upgrading what we can over here with what we've got. Hit. Move. EP cut. Attack. HP. Action. Hit 2. I need to give you cast 2 eventually. Action. Range. There's a shield 4, but it's... When did I get a shield 4? I don't remember getting a shield 4. But I need a slot upgrade for it. Hello. Nope. Bruh. Smoke. True speed. Bruh. I can't hit you, but you can't hit me either. Apparently you can. What? Well, I can hit you too. So we're both not fair. Works for me. Glow's got some decent attack. Hello. Ah. Ugh. Kill. This one's got more chests. Guy agrees. That's quite unfortunate for the son. A single glance at her curious, simple smile, and he knew he would cave to whatever she said. Doubly unfortunate since he also knew who she would side with. The Greaves are probably going to be best on you, because they increase movement. Ooh? Nice. Ow!
My thanks to thee.
Such an annoying move. Miso fish. You took all I had to give. Happy now? Castella something. This empty chest was brought to you by... Oh, you. And HP 3. Despite first impressions, it was as much a shop as any other along the same street. A shop was still a shop even after it was no longer full to bursting with wealthy customers. Or any customers, really. Give the child more HP, please. This is the right way. Hello.
Prepare to meet your king.
Don't work. Why are you slowly creeping up on me?
Go.
Go! I keep forgetting! No, you don't. I heard something. Okay. I don't have any way of cooking food. Heal up then. Just spam items. Reviving Balm. Enforcer number 20. The empty chest. Villainous. Truly devious. Counts towards something. Very nice. I wonder. This is probably a bad idea right now. Silver earring. Or so he believed. There was a pause and noise after the question was raised, and seconds later, they both heard the flat-footed thumping of their daughter's steps coming towards them. Did you call me, Mom? I want this on you. Silver earring. Hello.
No way.
I'll be taking
The
that.
golden wings of battle.
Kill.
We did it!
Go up this way. Bruh. Easy. I keep forgetting. I'm not used to a flesh enemy having a self-destruct button. Ah. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. Only then shall the door open. Proof of her scholarship. Okay, I don't have that, but... I don't exactly know what that implies, but sure. Guess I'll just have to figure that out later, I guess. Ah. Okay, we're good.
Well, that takes care of that.
We're okay. That was a... No. Tiger Heart. If you were looking for gold, you'll find not 1 gram. Shut up. Shut up. Plus 200 strength, plus 100 defense, minus 100 ATS, and minus 100 ADF, and prevents seal. Okay. Skull pendant. Did you know? Arteria supposedly comes from the English word artery. That's interesting. Feels semi-foreboding. Smoke cannon.
Prepare to meet your fate!
There we go.
Goddess, my thanks to thee. Prepare to
Blast.
meet your fate!
No. No. Beam attack.
Justice must always
Easy peasy. Thinking about it. I could do this. You know what? Sure. We don't get a chance to do it often. I should have gone... come on.
prepare to meet your fate!
Alright, that's good. That'll work.
No way! For the sake of my master!
Level up. Bunch of Sepith. You again? At least Phantom Thief B is a gentleman. What do you mean? You think I'm no better than him? Ow.
Justice must always prevail.
Attack 3. But that would never have happened. Hideko would never have denied Sato back then. See, she didn't have much money in those days, yet she paid cash for the machine. Okay, I'm healed.
Sylvan? What? This seems familiar somehow.
Is there something wrong?
My controller died, that's what's wrong. Not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere before, but it must have been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same.
Here's a crossbow for a cross bro. I don't actually have a crossbow for you, Father. Sorry. A well-used but well-cared for Silver Templar sword. Pearl Earring Plus is yet to be spoken of in legend, for its mother was a modest carpenter who carved it with no other purpose than to hold a confession. It was never meant for a grand display, but for a quiet, sincere love. Is this chapter going to be very short, I'm wondering?
No way.
No, I don't want to kill it. Are you freaking kidding me? I should have killed it. This sucks. Fresh water. Hello. Blast. Nope. Ow. Bruh. Oh, good. I wonder what party members will get from this area, considering, again, it's not... Oh, gosh, hang on. An empty coffer, devoid of any treasure. Go seek another... It's an haiku. Am I surprised? I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I really shouldn't. Alright, here we go. Okie dokie. Give me a cast 2. Give me a mine 3. An HP 3. Give me a defense 3. A hit 3. An action 3. Impede. Evade. Okay, let's equip ornaments in each section. If we can. Action. Evade 3. Hit 3. Mine 3. Clock. It gets clocked down. Good. Field 4. Action 2. Attack 3. Okie dokie. Let's first heal up. Not that bunch. Can I buy another? No. We might be fine. Alright, if we had to fight Rise on the other side, then it only makes sense that on this side we are going to fight Kevin.
Oh. That be the exit, perhaps? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are on the other side already. I think we're gonna have to fight our way to it, though.
Kevin.
What? Follow the Kevin.
He's got 5... Oh, what the heck are these cannon chariots?
Kevin.
Real Sphere. You're kidding me. Death Sluggers. A tank that mows down sinners in its wake, firing its cannon with reckless abandon. A foe that looks like Kevin and attacks like Kevin, yet something doesn't feel right. And of course, there's the matter of, oh, geez, oh, Pete, this is going to be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Those tanks are a pain.
Prepare to meet your doom.
I need to take those out first. Order. Attack order. Might give me a bit more to work with here. These have to go first.
Prepare to meet your doom.
Oh gosh, this thing's gonna be pain. I thought the other one was bad. Cannon fire! Wait to time.
Prepare to meet your doom.
I have to try and take out what I can. Incoming! Sacrifice arrow. Of course, he's supporting.
No way.
That's one down.
Hey!
Okay. One down, 4 to go. Just keep putting on pressure. Alright, Kevin. The Kevin is on another phase now. An imitation of Kevin keeps enemies at bay with its bowgun and supports allies.
Prepare to meet your doom!
That's another one down. And another. It got rid of the... Oh, crap. I just realized it got rid of the, Alright, that's another one down. Alright, it's just Kevin now. Who I think we might even be able to just beat down. Yeah, he's not too strong. Just a Grimoire. See ya.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Ooh. Bit scary there.
Oh,
Another Sealing Stone.
That seems to be the end of our trial, at least. Although I certainly wasn't expecting that to be that to be a fiend that had perfectly disguised itself as Father Kevin. True, I wasn't. Oh,
What the?
Rise? Are you alright?
I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out it wasn't really Kevin. And now that the fight is over, it seems clear to me that that battle was a trap set by our foes. This was our can fiends, our further evidence. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. So am I. Just how worried about Kevin was she?
Well, I see the other side there. Rise! So is that it?
Thank goodness.
Yeah, yep, you're the real deal, alright. Thank God, yes. I was worried as hell about you, you know?
I could say the same to you. Still, it looks like those really must have been Grimoires then.
Sure does.
Grimoires?
Yes, is that the name of those fiends we encountered? You got it. It's a type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although maybe fiend isn't the best word. They're said to be what souls eventually turn into after being thrown into Gehenna.
People's souls turn into those?
It's not a very pleasant thought.
As I'm sure you know, the church teaches that the souls of sinners end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. There, they are tormented by the ceaseless flames, slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally, they are said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire.
I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it.
And that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were? Yes. The mirrors and cannons that appear with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it, I don't know, but it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna.
That's quite a fitting metaphor. Who?
It sounds like... It's quite a fitting metaphor.
You again?
Well, look who's decided to show their ugly mug.
I'm right. It does look like Lawrence.
That lord of yours send you come back and check up on us?
That is one of the roles I have been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you've progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance.
The Hermit?
Who's that? The ghost we keep running into? I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is.
Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Of course, thanks to my lord taking most of her power, she can do little other than struggle as your guide.
As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, if she's her enemy, that makes her our ally, right?
I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the path of beasts. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you.
Evan?
Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Tell me, what's that glasses did you and that joke of a boss you got take to get your certifications and how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit too. They thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gym out. I mean, the overblown theatrics made it a bit too obvious that's a fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost?
Is my headphone making a weird sound? Oh no, I might have to get a new headset.
We have better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bar to show his face.
I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories?
Gift?
Kevin? You think you can get away?
Fear not, we will encounter one again, and before long. I am, after all, the Phantasma's foremost guardian. And with that, I bid you farewell.
So that's Schwarzer you mentioned.
Yeah, he's a picture of his lord right down to taunting us as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out they're both bluffing.
Your next destination is the Path of Beasts. Defile the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then shall the flames of Gehenna burn ever fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its true completion.
His words sound as though they might have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken in a number of ways at face value. We should try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's in the 2 sealing crystals we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here and continue exploring later, too.
Thank goodness it's right there, huh? I wonder who's going to be inside these.
I have a prediction of my own. I think it might be... Oh dear. Is my headset broken? I think it is. Oh great. I'm gonna have to get a new headset. Golem Road, Silver Road. For the rest of this episode, I'm gonna have to play this without any sound for me. Well, I can put it in occasionally.
Kevin Graham, the 543rd class of trainees.
It doesn't seem like it's appearing on the thing, so I can use it for now.
In the name of the gods above, I hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church.
I will accept my appointment. I pledge to offer my soul to the gods above and both body and blood to her church on earth.
Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess's sacraments as her loyal and devoted servant.
Ah, it isn't Kevin. I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid. Splendid.
Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training.
How sweet of you to say. Hard to believe you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation for the sacrament shouting, "Make me a knight, please."
I appreciate if you chuck that memory back to the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you.
Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. And not in a million years would I have thought you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as her pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy.
Well, I have my reasons. Let's leave it at that.
Very well. It doesn't matter at this point. Anyway, congratulations. You're now a dog of the church just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board.
Thank you. I'm not sure that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits, though. You might scare some of them right off.
Please, you're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's a perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they may be, tearing through the throats of the heretical fools who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference?
Come on, Structure. I'm used to you at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog. But
you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin. I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right?
I owe her a lot, but I won't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like
Like you what exactly?
Rufina! I thought you were in Remphiria on a mission.
I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown. Now you're a full-fledged adult like me.
Oh, thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. I got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight the two of you are.
Oh my. Modest of you. By the way, have you let Rice know about all this yet?
Not yet. I'm planning to write her to her tonight. She's been real mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this will cheer her up a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her, or short of going home.
Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we find the time. Oh, and while I have the chance, thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ein. You've given enough so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proves quite a fun way to kill time. He has a fair amount of potential in combat arts and thaumaturgy, too. It's a shame all of his skills are on the practical side of things. However, his academic side is less than stellar. I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case.
Oh, right. I gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal from the General Affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later.
Oh. What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That's completely up to him alone. I would never try and dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight, personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential. He's got the determination. Oh no, I can see why you're so proud of him. And, I call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you.
Stigma?
Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that out of others if you didn't possess one yourself. You have one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a minion. You know that we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw things the way I do. Someone with the average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Fighting off a man of that report strength to a swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It was just my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on his luck. His potential for growth extends further than I'll ever be able to go. But he has one weakness holding him back. That poor boy is just far too kind. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day.
Chapter 4. The Dark Stigma. It's kind of weird playing in silence. Again, my headphones apparently just busted now. Alright, 2. What 2 do we get? I'm expecting, if I had to take a guess, Charizard and Agate. That looks like... Ah! Nope, not at all. Not at all who I expected. Hey, Olivier. Hey. Hey, Zen. Zen? Prince Oliver? Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet day with Sharon in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion. Not so much. Yeah, this is real, right? Still, doesn't Cher count as a drinking companion too? In a way, it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. That's one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in Libro. True words have never been spoken. But alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on just what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterward. Honestly, you two really are something that special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken and find yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. How about say, of course these two are the ones that don't care. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it might be hard to believe, but that is the situation we find ourselves in at the present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need you to accept that. Oh, Muella, my sweet rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you must understand me. I've long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me, I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, and Josette, and then there's Julia, and even a new face. Rise. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket in exchange for sweet nothings and celebration first? Of course.
Only you. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said this guy was an Erebonian prince, right?
Hard as it is to believe he is. Putting my deeply earnest dilemma aside for the time being, it sounds as though you've been making some headway in unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I would be more than honored to help with that. But first, you've got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. I'm me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about that ghost you've encountered in here.
Ask away.
If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Gransel Castle, yes?
Indeed, it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually find you and rescue you. That was the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she directly communicated with you, was it, Father?
Don't think so, anyway. When Rise and I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us. We didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. I think that was probably her, too.
So I.
So at first, she existed only as a voice, but she's gradually started showing up with a body, too? I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true, it backs up what that man in black said the last time we saw him.
Yeah, he said the Lord Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and the Master of the Hollow Garden, too.
Plus, the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit's Garden written on it. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine.
Agreed. It's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way.
That's true. Makes sense to me. It also explains why this place is kind of comfy compared to the other weird, feed-infested places in Phantasma.
Feels like we're getting closer to the truth with every new revelation. By the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, possibly since the beginning. But then she had her power stolen by the Lord Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward.
If we assume all that to be true, maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her somehow too. They seem to exist for that same purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one more thing in opposition that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin.
You think so?
Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her are somehow as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we keep moving forward.
Helping to restore power, I assume? That way we should be able to we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the Lamorin.
Got him one. I get this impression that if we don't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point.
You may well be right. Well, leaving aside her for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask.
Huh? What else is there to cover?
It concerns the Lord of Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin?
Why me?
Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. They seem to know about Rise's deceased sister as well. Then there's the fact that they're even able to summon devils from the church's text. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular.
I can see why you'd ask, I guess.
Yeah, it does seem like it's probably related. It's someone related to Kevin. Could it be the other woman? The Ainz girl or whatever her name was?
Unfortunately for you, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say they seem to be an enemy of the Gralsir as a whole rather than just me.
I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than their fair share of enemies. No offense, of course. I have plenty of enemies myself.
Try not to sound like it's something worth boasting about.
Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, we'll have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get more information out of them the next time we see them, but until then, we don't have enough to work with.
Right. Next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. So, how about that wrap about things here for now? If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4, and if previous planes or anything go by, it's gonna be tough.
Kevin.
What's up? Do you have something else you want to add?
No. It's just that I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to set the next plane out.
What?
I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, he can be a little careless at times.
Rise? Wait a sec.
Well, you're not going to go after her, huh?
Sorry. I'll be back in a minute. Right. Wait a sec. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one you know here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Rice. Probably wasn't fun enough to sit through the whole happy reunion deal over and when you're part of a... Should have noticed earlier, really. I've been pretty insensitive, so I'm really sorry, okay?
When are you going to stop acting?
Huh?
It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since.
Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out of the other end of stuff we did without growing closer through it all.
Watching you all, how could I not have felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad.
You know I didn't mean anything like it. Mean it like that, Rise.
But at the same time, I was still happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you. How you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew how you were driving yourself into a corner over it, and how you were taking on nothing but dirty jobs as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself for sure, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything.
Rise, you do know that...
Except it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. You're pulling the same exact thing you pulled with me on them. Every single one at arm's length. They can't get close to you. You won't get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're as cold as can be. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions so people think you're someone you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, that's become plain as day to me.
Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've totally got the wrong idea with this one. Sorry, I'm good at a lot of things, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it. And when I'm mad, well, I think you'll know I'm not so good at hiding that either. I'm the same transparent guy I always was.
Oh, I didn't say you were easy to read. For me, at least. After all, I know how gently shaken you were by the Lord Phantasma's message. Their words, and the words of that Schwarzer, always come across as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. Now, maybe you've managed to even pull the wool over your own eyes, too.
Come on now. You can't seriously...
Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on.
You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired.
What?
I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me. But I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. And being tired's only gonna make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe all this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger. I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting, either. Still, we're gonna be working together from now on, so...
Enough.
Huh?
Ah! Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize it, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning my back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So...
Damn. Kevin? Oh, hey. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped into the scene, right?
I have. I know that you're called a heretic hunter. I know that you're one of the 12 dominions that lead the Gralsritters. And I know you undertake the execution of sinners the church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly.
I figured you know your stuff. Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for so long, huh?
Can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that, for the time being, at least, you weren't a threat to her or anyone else.
Let's see.
Wiseman was your work too, wasn't it?
Sure was. My job was to get rid of him. That's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself into a position to get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out, naturally.
Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken on board the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it.
Oh, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance she might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it.
Really, Kevin?
All I care about was finding out what Wiseman and you were up to. And where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use better bait for that than her.
I thought so. And yet all of that doesn't change how I'm more grateful than words can express.
Why's that?
Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I would still be Wiseman's puppet. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in the whole world. That's a debt I'll never be able to fully repay.
Ah, sweet Idios, now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him to off his guard enough to create the opening I needed. Helping you was the perfect way to do that. That was all there was to it.
It's true that you did it without good intent, that you technically did it with ulterior motives. But that doesn't change the fact that you did a good thing. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel. Not in the slightest. What actually happened still happened. The fact of the matter is, Josh was still here because of you. Even if it was for an ulterior motive, you still saved him, Kevin.
Really is just as well you ended up quitting Ouroboros. You'd suck to high heaven if you were an enforcer right now.
Honestly, you're totally right. If Rise is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable as helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping out besides me. So thanks. I'm glad you've got my back. Right back at you. So Joshua's now the one who can't get out. Well, of course we're gonna have our 2 boys. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end it for today, because I've got to deal with my headset now, because that's great. Broken headset. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace.